Good day, learners.
Good day, sir.
We are speaking to Mr. Sekenjane. Today, I'm going to introduce a game called Ludo. If anyone has a clue about what Ludo is and what it is all about, Ludo, can anyone give me any idea or maybe any hint they have about the game? Yes, ma'am.
I just saw people throwing a dice. I don't understand.
Okay, it's fine. Anyone? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I saw something about Ludo. I just saw some patterns on the board, but I didn't understand what's going on. I just saw people throwing a die and counting, but I didn't understand what they are counting or anything. I think that's it.
Yes, sir. Anyone else?
And sir, I think Ludo needs 4 participators. Yeah. Then it needs a board and a dice.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, class. It shows that you have a clue about what's going on about the game
Yes, sir.
called Ludo. The Ludo, it is a game whereby there are participants. In that case, it can be 2 or more participants in that game. Ludo, it is all about the patterns, the blocks, and the counting. It includes the counting, and there's a die whereby a participant need to throw a die. For example, this is a die, a participant throw a die and they get the 4. They must move from a certain point to go to the 4 that they have thrown. So this is the game whereby you use a die to move, whereby you will have addition and subtraction by using a die. On that note, I want to ask Uri, do you guys understand?
Yes.
sir.
Oh.
We understand.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Thank you,
Agreed.
learners. The Ludo, it includes perceptual. It includes perceptual way in which by you can throw a die and you don't have to count, whereby you have thrown a die because you can see and you can tell which the number it has been shown on the die. So now, learners, I will highlight the importance of Ludo in a game. Ludo, learners, helps us to count numbers, because in the game of Ludo, that is where you are in your house, and then from your house you count numbers from 1 up to 12 to the next participant's house. Then from that house to another house, it's 1 up to 12. Then in that order, it helps us to be able to know more and count more about numbers. Moving from your own position to another, when throwing a die, you will move in a way that you will add, because we are going forward. So the importance of Ludo will help us in identifying and knowing more about addition and subtraction, and knowing more about the shapes, because those shapes, they are in a certain way. We have a square, we have different shapes. So now, learners, this is where you will know more about it. Anyone understand?
Yes.
We do understand.
So now, may I please get back to you, learners? Do you understand the importance of Ludo?
Yes.
Can anyone tell me what is the importance of Ludo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ludo, it helped me to know the shapes.
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, it helps me to be able to add and subtract.
Yes, ma'am. Another one? Yes, sir.
Ludo helped me, a die helped me to know a number on a die without counting, because a die is in a perceptual way, so it helped me to know a number on a die without counting.
Thank you, sir. So now, learners, I'm going to demonstrate the game, because I need to show you more about the game and how it is played, because you've shown that you have a clue about the game and what it consists of. So now we are going to demonstrate and show how the game is played. This is how the game is played. Player 1, it is player blue. Player green, it is player 2. In this game, player blue is in the house. So now, as I am the player blue, I am going to throw the die and move from my house into another position. It gives me a 1. I've moved from my position to get into 1. Player 2 throw a die and it did not get into the house. They must throw a 6. So now I'm going to throw again. It gives me a 1. I've moved again using conceptual. I do not have to count. This is the method that we are using, which is a conceptual method. Let us go again. We've moved from the house to another position, which means now we are in 4. We are in 4, which means we did not use any method to count, but we've used perceptual subtizing. We can see that moving from the house to this position, we are on 4. Does anyone understand, learners?
Yes.
Can anyone come and demonstrate it for me, how it is played?
Yes.
So, Lena, you may throw a die. What number did you throw?
5.
So, where were you?
So I moved from position 4 to position 9
Yes.
because the die showed me a number, then which is 5. Then I added 5 to 4. That gives me 9. Then I moved my and I used the pin to move from position 4 to 9 because I added 5 on the 4.
Okay, learners, so I've seen now that you understand the game clearly. So the game, it is all about counting numbers. It is all about addition. It is all about subtraction. It is all about shapes. It is all about moving from your own position to another position by throwing a die. You can use a perceptual subtizing. You can also use a conceptual subtizing, whereby you can throw a die and then you can tell which number you've got and you cannot count. And then you can throw a die and then moving from that position you are in on the Ludo game to go to another position, you have to count. That's where we include conceptual subtizing and perceptual subtizing. Are we clear? Loud and clear?
Yes.
Thank you, learners. See you on the next lesson.
Thank you,
Enjoy your
sir.
day.